Cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap Music Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people? Hot topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, man, is J Mac and J Hood, man.
J Mac and J Hood, the J's.
So, y'all don't know who J Mac is like that. You know, he's not an internet personality, but he is somebody, you know what I'm saying, from the same area and hood. It's J Hood, you know what I'm saying? I've had J Mac on my channel, you know, a time or two. So if you really want to see the face and or who J Mac is, you know what I'm saying, you can go to my channel and put in, you know, J Mac, you know, and Hefe, Young and Hefe interview. However, y'all might be familiar, you know what I'm saying, with the name because, you know, J Hood, you know, have been on the internet, you know, he's been on No Jumper, you know, he's been, I think on his own channel, speaking about J Mac as well as other YouTubers or bloggers or, you know what I'm saying, street dudes, whatever you want to call them, you know what I'm saying. They also been interested in this same business when J Hood was trying to summon J Mac, you know, to their community for a fight, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So it seemed like, you know, things had cooled down, cooler heads had prevailed, but it just all seemed like a game, you know what I'm saying, in the grand scheme of things. So today, the grand scheme of things came to a boiling point, and J Mac pulled up. So these dudes, you know, have a long history, right? You know what I'm saying? These dudes, well, you know, at one point in time called each other best friends, called each other bros and all type of stuff like that. But with all the treachery, you know what I'm saying, and all the BS that goes on, it seemed like, you know, these dudes have fell on a different side of the fence, you know, all of a sudden. And, you know, it can be tricky to a lot of things. You know, first thing, you know, you was hearing was that, you know, J Hood was coming out saying that.
And that fight, I don't know if that fight was real, but that fight was absolutely terrible. Like, when I say absolutely terrible, that was one of the worst fights I'd ever seen in my life.
J Mac was saying that he had herpes, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to a female.
Okay, y'all got an FA paused.
Go and games are played or whatnot. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, J Hood came to the internet, you know, and was calling J Mac out. You know what I'm saying, and some of them, as I said. Now, before all this happened, right, there's been a lot talked about this person told, this and that, you know what I'm saying, this person was on the S and Y. So, however, about a few
You're a big homie on a 50-50 yard.
months ago, right, it's a guy, you know what I'm saying, out the shotguns, you know what I'm saying, named Honey C-Bob, you know what I'm saying. Him and J Hood, you know, had some friction, you know what I'm saying. J Hood had came to a yard, and, you know, he was the one, for real, that had pressed play and told the people that J Hood shouldn't be on the yard. You know, from there, things start going down, you know what I'm saying, and that had kind of landed J Hood in that S and Y situation. I don't know if J Hood, you know what I'm saying, wholly spoke about this thing, but I know he spoke about it before. So, fast forward. This happened with these two, you know what I'm saying? Both these guys are out on the streets. Both these guys, you know what I'm saying, see each other, you know what I'm saying, in my community on Manchester and Normandy. Both these guys talk. It ain't no problem where it should have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? I told J Hood that. J Hood, no, I told him, like, hey, I don't know how you and Tony Bob ain't got down, but this is crazy, you know? But J Hood did, you know, try to regroup and tell me, like, man, like, bro, what's up? Like, you want me to get down with him? I get down with him.
Why does J Hood need approval from anyone else to get out with him? J Hood is talking about an issue amongst his community. Young and Hefe is from a different respective community. So why does J Hood need Young and Hefe's thoughts, approvals, or suggestions should he want to get into an accostation? Put on a costume.
I was telling J Hood, like, bro, it ain't about what I want you to do, bro. It's about what you want to do. This man put your, you know what I'm saying, your life, you know what I'm saying, in jeopardy, as you say, you know. If you ain't told on nobody and this man put it out there that you told on somebody, he didn't want to put your life in jeopardy. However, I don't see how either one of these dudes didn't press play on each other, but nothing happened in this situation. But see Bob, you know what I'm saying? You know, he decided, you know, to get out with J-Mac, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't feeling that. Like, well, bro, why would you fight J-Mac? So basically, he told me his reasoning for fighting J-Mac. This call is being recorded. Was in his hood business with another one of his other homies. And even still then, you know, I kind of felt like that J Hood and Honey Bob had more serious, you know what I'm saying, had a more serious situation that would have, you know what I'm saying, led them to, you know, fight and or harming each other. But however, this situation led.
These dudes are really all actually fighting over absolute nothing. Like when I say absolute nothing, like absolutely nothing.
To J-Mac and C-Bob fighting, which these guys really didn't even know each other, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Right, so now you have two people who don't even know each other getting into a fight for absolutely what reason?
The case may be. So, I let the chips fall where they may, where that situation was. Now, today, came to a boiling point, as I said, you know what I'm saying, J-Mac, you know what I'm saying, pulled up to his area in the Stevenson Village to get out with J Hood, you know what I'm saying, and I guess J Hood only posted 4 seconds of the fight. The 4 seconds of the fight that J Hood posted was J Hood on the ground and pounding, you know what I'm saying, J-Mac, you know what I'm saying, with like a little 2-3 piece or something like that before people, you know what I'm saying, had him get off top of J-Mac, you know what I'm saying.
But even that was like really, really bad. Like, I don't know, it wasn't great.
So, you know, J-Mac, you know what I'm saying, tapped in and, you know, he wanted me to drop the.
Like it was really bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. Does Young guy have to show the video? All right, cool. I'm glad that he doesn't because I don't want to edit this out and we're live. But okay, cool.
Video because I guess J Hood and J-Mac both was under the instructions from their community not to post the video, but J Hood had already posted it and I guess took it down. But he had captioned that video something along the lines of people always on this or people talking till they see me. But it's like, you know, you gotta post the whole video, man. Like, you know, we can't be playing these games, man, trying to show the parts where we look good, man. We got to stand on business, you know what I'm saying, and integrity. I keep saying that. So, however, I didn't get to see the video with my own 2 eyes because I know the predicament I am in, but I do have the video, and I was going to post it on my channel, but there wasn't no need for me to post it on my channel only for dudes, you know what I'm saying, to play these authority games they've been playing. Somebody probably would have reported it. I would have got struck or something like that, so I decided not to post it, but I'm pretty sure, you know, sometime later on in the day that this fight is going to be on Instagram. Like I said, they only caption and show 4 seconds of it, and everybody was going crazy, like, oh, you know, J Hood this, J Hood that. Now, from what I heard and hearing, and from what.
Like, in my tripping, is just like a lot to do about absolutely nothing. Like, it's a lot to do about literally absolutely nothing. Like, what's the point of all this? Why they're actually fighting over nothing? And then it's like, oh, you told him not to post a video, but he posted anyway. Okay, I guess.
I was told that was saying J-Mac really didn't lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm being told. But like I said, you got to watch it for yourself and judge for yourself. You know, it pretty much was what it was. You know, the fight started off with both of them squaring up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, them going in a circle and squaring up. And then, you know, they both threw a few punches. You know what I'm saying? From the angle of the crowd, you can't really see what was landing. But, you know.
From the angle I saw, it didn't look like anyone landed anything. And those dudes were just over there wasting each other's time.
As reported, you know what I'm saying, from J-Mac, you know, he's happy about being on his feet in the first round. You know what I'm saying? He said he landed a 3-piece. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, made Robbie, you know what I'm saying, or J Hood mad to where, you know, he tried to grab him. You know what I'm saying? He too quick. He tried to grab him. You know what I'm saying? They tangled up for a minute. J-Mac tried to pull out of the grab and go down to one knee, get up out of it, come back up, and fight a little more.
Y'all make fun of me for knowing jiu-jitsu. Meanwhile, you got people like J Hood grabbing you in a fight because once you get wobbled, that's all he knows to. Come on, man. You got to know how to grapple. You got to know how to grapple. You got to have a good striking game. You got to have a good kicking game. And you got to have a good grappling game, man, because you never know. You never know, man, when a dude bigger than you is going to try to just snatch you up because that's all he got left.
Before Robbie, you know what I'm saying, and or J Hood gets him in that bear hug, you know what I'm saying, right up under his arms, you know what I'm saying, and lifts him up and slam him. Lifts him up to slam him, get on top of him, go for the little ground and pound.
See, that's the underhooks. You got to know how to defend that. You got to know how to defend that. You can't just fall victim to the underhooks.
Before people that, man, J Hood, you know, turned beast mode and went Incredible Hulk on the whole crowd. You know what I'm saying? There was other people out there, you know what I'm saying, and beforehand, even before J-Mac got out with J Hood, J-Mac had another fight with another one of his homies. So as he pulled up, you know, he got out with another guy who was trying to ride J Hood. And you know what I'm saying, he got out with J Hood. J Hood, you know what I'm saying, turned on everybody out there. J Hood slapped his nephew, J5. J Hood, you know, some other people, and they basically was like, J Hood called the whole crowd out. Called everybody out. Was like, you know what I'm saying, who want to get out, who want to take J-Mac?
That don't sound like somebody who won. I'm not gonna lie. If you're slapping your nephew, that doesn't sound like you won. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't sound like a winning attitude.
Hey, J-Mac is a person that has a bullet in his head, and that's the thing I hate about these situations. And when people be trying to fight J-Mac, knowing that this man has a bullet lodged in his head right behind his ear, that's popping out that you can see. And people don't be mindful that if they hit this dude or if this dude head hits the ground the wrong way or anything, that man, it can be ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why people even be putting themselves in these predicaments where they fight.
But then see, here's the thing though. If you have a bullet in your hand, I would imagine, just me imagining things, my imagination running away with me, if you will, that you would stay out of these types of situations. I would only imagine that. If you had a bullet in your hand, you would not be engaging in such levels of flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. Larceny free would be the way you should be. I would assume. I'm not the smartest person here, but you know, bullet in your hand, fights in the street, don't seem like two things that should readily go together. Just saying. Hashtag IJS. IJS.
Yeah, but even J-Mac too, because I'm not gonna say that, you know, little bro is fully, you know what I'm saying, innocent in these situations. You know, I know bro got him off too, and he gonna just stand on his business as a man, you know, but he was very happy, you know, with the situation being that he got it out the way, whatever the case may be, and it didn't turn out how a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, thought that it would turn out, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, with new me for a loop, this man.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so please don't want to accost me, Mr. J Hood. You didn't look like you knew what you were doing in that fight. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like you're bigger than everybody. It looks like you're good at using your size and using that to your advantage. And it looks like you're good at being kind of like a bully. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like brawl and mangle and throw people around and all that kind of stuff. But your actual fight technique, brother, watch some YouTube videos, because that right there was diabolical. That was a very poor excuse. That was a very poor display of an excuse of a fight. You be getting into it with niggas, so you might want to just, I don't know. I ain't being biased, but from what I seen, what I know, I think you might have had a blessing come your way by Spody Face wanting to have conversations with you or wanting to have phase with you, because that didn't look too good.
Turned up on the whole hood, as I said. It was like, you know, who else want to fight? Who want to
Who else want a problem with Debo? Beat you down, I beat him down, I beat you down. Beat down, gonna beat you down.
So what? Then I went SNY. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. All type of stuff. That's how you know that, man, the streets, man, is really taking a turn, man, and it's really over with, man, you know.
This nigga says, so what? I went SNY, y'all not gonna do nothing to me? Sheesh. Sheesh. Can that work? Can you do that? He did it. I guess you can.
It's really over with, you know, when people don't want to stand on business or stand on morals. And not that I want to see
Imagine a nigga going to SNY and he'll whoop you out and you scared of him. Crazy.
anything happen to J Hood, but people know what they signed up for. You know what I'm saying? In these streets, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know when y'all calling people snitches or y'all calling people informants, y'all know what comes along with that. And then, you know, when you have somebody that's telling you that, you know, they went to a SNY yard or they did wrong, but so what? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing in the crowd that's just looking, man. It's crazy. And that gives people the liberty and right, you know what I'm saying, to move how they move, you know what I'm saying? Because he know in his mind that I just marked everybody out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He just kind of flu flammed the whole crowd and nobody did it. Nobody did anything about it. He kind of just flu flammed the whole everybody. Yeah, we live, Rich Rabbit, talking about how J Hood was in his hood fighting and getting cracking and busting 1-2 steps like Sierra. And he might have got whooped out by his homie, but then he powered up and told the whole crowd, Man, so what? I went SNY. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Who gonna do something? And he lived to talk about it. So, to your video from this morning, it looks like gangbanging is actually dead. Looks like this whole concept of gang banging that y'all just live by just doesn't seem like it actually makes sense, because this nigga just said, yeah, I went to a SNY yard. What y'all gonna do about it?
Here and told them I went to SNY, and yeah, so what? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold game out here. But like I said, I wanted to post this thing, but I already know, you know what I'm saying, the haters is gonna come flooding in and get the channel, you know what I'm saying, flagged and stuff like that. So, I just let tips fall where they may. But like I said, this fight is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, on the ground, you know what I'm saying, somewhere. So y'all can go check that out, whatever the case may be, and y'all can make a decision from yourself from seeing with your own eyes what y'all think happened in the fight, instead of y'all seeing just a 4-second, snippet of what happened, you know what I'm saying? But something else, you know what I'm saying? Man, they say JHOOD was out there tripping, man. They said JHOOD pulled that pack out, man, and you know what I'm saying, did his thing right on the scene, man.
Man, JHOOD sniffed the Yola on the Snola. Damn. JHOOD sniffed the Yola on the Snola. Sheesh. The Yola on the Snola. Not the snow on the bluff. Goodness gracious. JHOOD was off that disco fever. He was off that nasty dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. That nigga was off that nasty dancer, that fruit.
But man, I don't know what JHOOD, man, got that bag. But man, yeah, man, look, it's a cold game out here, man. Make sure, man, y'all tap in with the tap in, man. Y'all gotta watch out, man, for these serpents and these people, you know what I'm saying, that's bringing y'all, the false, you feel me? Like I said, I seen the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, the whole fight, you know what I'm saying? And, for me, it was what it was. Like, I mean, JHOOD definitely did slam him and get the ground. But, if they would have stayed on their feet, I kind of, think that, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't went the way that it went, you know what I'm saying? But overall, you know what I'm saying, they got their little situation out the way. That's their little politics. A lot of people was mad that, J-Mac put up.
Am I the only one wondering how the hell the young guy see this video? Am I the only one wondering how the hell did this man who's in jail see this video? Am I the only one wondering? Am I the only one that's unsure? Am I the only one that can't figure it out? How the hell did you see this video if you are in jail?
With his family, you know what I'm saying, from Santana and Grape Street. But, you know what I'm saying, he did the right thing, because if he wouldn't have pulled up with his people, man, it probably could have been bad for him. You know what I'm saying? The way that Robbie was talking to people out there, man, and like basically marking people out, man, like, man, he would have had his way, man. If J-Mac people wouldn't came, you know what I'm saying? But J-Mac people came in full unison, you know what I'm saying, when they seen that it was going bad, you know what I'm saying? They hopped out and, they made sure that the right thing.
Nah, but he was saying that he saw it. Nigga, like, oh, niggas got phones in the county jail? I thought that was a penitentiary thing.
Happened, and that's all he brought his family for. But it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? When you a solid individual, ain't did nothing foul, and, you even have to bring your family to your hood to get in your hood business. When you a solid individual, you know what I'm saying? Only Buster should have to do that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, the game has changed, man, and, hey, I guess this is what it is, but that's just something I wanted to speak on, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. I know a lot of people probably looking like, man, we can't even see the video, man, like, where's that, what happened? But, I try to describe to y'all as brief as possible, what.
Damn, that's how long it's been since I've been to the county jail. I would have never imagined they have phones in the county jail. Shit, Rich Rabbit, how old are you, bro?
As far as them squaring up, throwing some shots, J-Mac landing like a little 2 or 3
I'm 36, and I ain't been to the county jail in 11 years. In 11 years. It's been the last time since I hit the LA County Jail, so it was definitely no cell phones in there 11 years ago. And I heard Young Ant was saying something about niggas cooking and, like, making hot food in the cells and all that. I said, oh, they niggas is treating the county jail like they fucking in a penitentiary. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, 28, you got that, bro. I'm gonna let you put me on game on what's going on by way of your homies, because we don't want you in the county jail at all, but by way of your homies who are in the county jail, they gonna tell you and then you gonna tell me, because goodness gracious. Look, I'm so old, I don't got no homies in the county jail. All my homies in the Pinta. in the pinta. You feel me? I don't got no homies in the county. Not that I know of.
Grabbed up, so, I guess Robbie felt like, he was too fast for him, or, he wasn't about to,
Yep, we live.
blows with him, you know what I'm saying? Because, Robbie.
That nigga, I'm assuming Robbie is J Hood. Yeah, we live. I guess J Hood can't keep up with them hands. The nigga said boop bop bing bow. J Hood got hit with the boop bop bing bop bow. Type of, didn't understand. I seen the fight. That fight was horrible.
Missing them blows, he was throwing take my head off, so I guess he just felt like, man, let me grab this dude up, slam him up, you know what I'm saying, and do what I can do, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that situation went there, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we gonna conclude it there. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing but what the check say. Make sure you go there and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button, and if you ring that notification bell.
All right, man. So that was Young and
Hefe. So for all y'all that's interested in really
wait, hold on.
what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, felt, you know what I'm saying, one way, you know what I'm saying, with seeing what J Hood had posted. So if you want to see the whole video, you know what I'm saying, go to Instagram and go to Way, WAY_2, the number 2. Way_2.
All right, so I guess that's where it is. With that all being said, man, that's Young and Hefe giving his dissertation on the J Hood fight.
Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson. It's dangerous. Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've Been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.